Hi there, it's Ruth here at Artful Stampin. Welcome to another One Sheet Wonder Wednesday. And so we're carrying on with this calendar project that I've been doing. And so last one we did August, and after I filmed this I actually had got several of these calendars on the go, so I then go ahead and stamp some more. And I did a little bit of a swap around with the colours, and I ended up using Rich Razzleberry for the berries instead of the blue. So I just wanted to show you that because it was a shame I wasn't able to show you that when I did it. And then the other thing I did was I added some little leaves then to the design there, which I think looks a little bit better than that one there. So it just goes to show how just changing up some colours and mixing things around can just, you know, perhaps make the composition a little bit better than originally planned. Okay, so we're going to work on September's now. And we've still got Lovely as a Tree here, so I'm adding to the mix Timeless Textures, and I'm going to get rid of the blue and I'm going to bring in Cajun Craze. So we've got very kind of like autumnal colours now to work with, and I think I'd like to use just one of these tree images. And it's one of my favourites. I tend to use this one more than any of the others, and particularly because it's so easy to get a really nice effect with it. And this technique I do lots with particularly new stampers. So if you're quite new to stamping, this image will just make you look like an absolute professional without having to do too much. Okay, so what I do is I stamp the image down and get a good nice bold image from that first impression, and then I lift it up, move it up a bit and then to the side, and then stamp back down again. And I'm sure I've done this technique before on a video. And then I lift it up and then move it again and stamp it up to the side. So very simply it looks like you've got this kind of beautiful coppice of woods, of trees rather, going off into the distance there. Now I often do this with some sponging in the background, but I'm not going to be doing that today. I'm going to be using the stamps from Timeless Textures just to fill in around and about it. So I'm going to take out this little tiny stamp there, and then I'm going to use this one to create a little bit more kind of grassy effect round and about. So I want it to sort of look like the trees have got some kind of golden leaves in amongst them. So I'm going to use this just to create a kind of leafy, faux leafy effect, as if these trees have still got some leaves on them. So I'm just stamping the first stamp on the first layer of trees so that the brightest impression happens there, and then moving my stamp around up a little bit as I go. Quite pleased how that's turned out. I think I'm going to use that again, and then again with the crushed curry. So I used Cajun Craze just then, and then this is crushed. Oh no, I didn't. I used pumpkin pie. I think I will bring in some of the Cajun Craze. I'm enjoying this technique. Yeah, it just helps to add an extra layer of dimension to it. Okay, lovely. And then I'm going to get this stamp here, ink it up, and I'm going to turn it so that the sort of rounded design there is kind of going upwards. I'm just going to stamp and see what happens. I'm just sort of stamping and then moving around like that to create sort of a ground effect. So that's a Cajun Craze. I'm just going to stamp off to the side and then bring some of the pumpkin pie in. Now because I did my first impression at that point there, I don't want to do it again there. I'm going to just move this a bit lower so I don't end up with lots of lines going across the work there. And because I'm kind of using this as a paintbrush really. And clean that off. Make sure the pumpkin pie is off it. Yes, I am using my grid paper to clean off. I can't be bothered to get my cloth. Okay, so I'm just filling in now with a little bit of the yellow. And actually, I think I'm going to turn it round so that and try and get rid of some of these harsher lines along here and have them blending in a bit more. Right, there we go. That is September's for you. So you could easily adapt this for a card. This would look beautiful on a card. Imagine sort of just focusing in on that one. And yeah, join me again for October soon. Okay, take care. Bye.